Hey, Pastor, don't worry about the finances. We will take care of that for you and let you know of anything you need. Well, I'm the pastor of this church. I'm here to preach and teach and do that. I'm not here I don't need to know about the finances of the church. Hey, if you've bought into either of those myths, stay tuned to this video. We'll debunk that for you. Let's talk about several different types of pastors as it relates to church finances. And maybe that'll help us as we debunk this idea that the pastor should not know the finances of the church. So there's a few of these. One is the pastor that's been told that he should not know the finances. Where this came from, I don't know. We'll take a step back from that even to say the pastor is the leader of the local church. The pastor is the one tasked with leading spiritual development, preaching, teaching, all those things. But there's also a level where he's the one that is setting the vision, direction, and guiding this local church, this organization, as it moves forward in furthering the gospel in their community. Let's just make a blanket statement that that's what we're here for, right? And in leading the church, in that leadership, stewardship is part of that. Being a good steward of the resources, knowing the finances, knowing what's going on is a big step there. So back to one is, like we said, the pastor's been told he shouldn't know, which I would claim is a myth. Secondly, it's a pastor at the opposite end of that spectrum. Maybe he wants to know, but he doesn't feel equipped. It doesn't feel like he knows enough to know the finances. And I would say, yes, there's a level to which the pastor does not need to be an accountant or that level, but there's a level of which the pastor needs to know the finances, needs to know that we're trending in the right direction. We are taking in more than we're spending. And if it's the other way around, we have an answer for how we're going to fix that or how we're going to continue to move forward. It's only so long that you can spend more than you make, as we all know. And then there's some guys in between. Where there's just a varying degree of how much should the pastor know. We have some that, pastor wants to be in control of all the finances, and that's maybe where some of this idea of the pastor shouldn't know comes in that there needs to be some accountability. There needs to be a way that the pastor can be accountable to the finances, where he's not doing anything wrong or spending money on personal needs or doing anything that would be a misuse of the church funds. But there is a point where the pastor needs to be able to see a financial report. There needs to be a point where the pastor has an idea of where the church is standing financially. And that's kind of why I'm saying the pastor needs to be in the loop of what's going on here, and also needs to be part of the process in financial decision making. He needs to be part of the budgeting process every year. Even though many pastors will claim that they don't know what's going on, they don't know how to do this, and we've put together a budget course that can help you through this. But I'll move away from that real quick to say there are lots of ways to help this. And if the pastor is setting the vision and direction for the local church, there's a lot of resources that go into achieving that vision and direction, which a lot of times comes down to monetary resources. So he needs to know that we're going that we're going down the right path. And part of that is along with the vision and direction, setting the budget. So then as we go month by month through the year, pastor can get a report to say, how are we trending against that budget? Are we going in the right direction? Now, that doesn't need to be a deep analysis of everything that's going on. We don't need to get into heavy accounting terminology or even financial terminology there. But really, how much did we take in last month? How much did we spend last month? And how is that trending against each of the budget lines that we put in place? So that we can see that we're spending the money in the right places according to our growth engines. We can see that we're spending money in the right places to be the best steward that we can of the resources that were entrusted to our ministry. I hope that helps you understand more about why a pastor should know the finances. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below on whether or not a pastor should know. It'll be interesting to have a discussion, as I know in many cases this does create some controversy. So let's do it. Let's talk in the chat below. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you found the content useful for your ministry. If so, leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. Also, like this video, subscribe so you can check out more of what we have to offer in our Simplify Church TV section. If you're seeing this video anywhere other than Church.com, head on over and see what we have there for you to help your ministry. Take advantage of some of our downloads, our resources, and everything we have to offer for your ministry. Thanks for watching.